people that aren't normally in here, our audit committee, and we have some members of the yacht club that are here. So welcome. This is our regular meeting of the board of directors of the board. So I wanted to open this. This is Wednesday, June 26, 2024, at approximately 4:30. Let's have a call to order. Start with our director, Bill.
Bill Scott, Board Authority.
Tom Schneider, board member.
Stan Delia, board member.
Liz Bush, Bowers and Company.
Jen Walk, Bowers and Company.
Diane Zeller, board member.
Kitty Macy, board member.
John Kara-Smith, board member.
Carmen Casamento, board member.
Fran Enright, board member. In the back of the room,
Debbie Godden, port employee.
Kim Natoli, port employee.
Pat McMahon, port employee.
Peg Stone, Yacht Club.
Nathaniel Rotuno, Yacht Club.
all right, welcome. So we're going to, we're changing this agenda just a little bit because we have people here that need to go. And so first of all, on under item 10, under new business, we have the Oswego Yacht Club request for free dockage for one slip at Global Marina. And this is in Exhibit F. And the speak on this is Peg Stone from the Oswego Yacht Club. Peg, you wanna talk on this?
I will. First of all, you might be thinking, but you're going to have your own docks in. We just made that possible for you, and you did. But as you can imagine, that's going slowly. We thought we would have docks in July. That's going to require a miracle. In the meantime, we purchased another J24 to be used in our tri-sailing program. We came across a great boat in early spring, thinking we were going to have dockage for it. We purchased it, and we don't have dockage for it. And there is not available dockage.
Peg, can I interrupt just
Yep.
a second? Your tri-sailing
I'm gonna-
program,
Yeah, I'm going to explain that in a second.
is that a community?
It is. Anyway, we don't have funds for a slip, even if one was available. So the tri-sailing program, which is a program we've been running for quite a number of years, except during COVID, is a program where we invite members of the community to come to a 1 to 2 hour seminar where we talk about sailing, what's involved in sailing, how sailboats go, and sailing opportunities in Oswego. There's a large misconception among many people that sailing is expensive, and of course it doesn't have to be. So we're trying to encourage people to learn about sailing because we have this wonderful lake. It is my lake, I don't know if you know that, but it's my lake. And get people out in the water who may have lived here their whole lives and never been on the water. In addition to attending a seminar, once they've attended the seminar, we get them out for a sail with one of our members, either on a race night, which is tonight, or just for a leisure sail on a weeknight or a weekend. This J24 is being used right now for taking people out in the tri-sailing program, as well as for training some of our tri-sailing people who have become interested in racing and training them to be race ready. What did I leave out?
We've had anywhere from,
Oh.
30 to 60 participants over the last
few years.
3 or 4 years.
Yes.
You know, we took a break there, as everyone did. And reception has been extremely positive in the community.
And Tom Duran actually is the person who wrote this letter and thought that perhaps instead of, we have the boat tied up against the West Side River wall down by Cahill right now, which is not necessarily the ideal situation. And so he thought perhaps that you might be willing to donate a space for us in Goebel for this year. So, yeah.
Does the high school sailing club have any connection with you?
The high school sailing club still operates, but their boats, which were Flying Scots, a 19-foot day sailor and racer, were not in good repair. And we worked with the school district and obtained possession of those boats, and they are being worked on, some of them right in Nate's
Yep.
yard, with the agreement that the sailing club members will have access to the boats. So those boats will be used for our tri-sailing program, but once they are in shape and rigged and safe to use, they will also be available for the sailing clubs, without them having to take care of them.
Thank you for that.
That's great.
Be happy to answer any questions if I know the answer, or make up an answer if I don't.
Okay, I can use it.
All right, so,
I just wanted to say that I am a lifetime member of the Sewell Yacht Club, so I'm going to abstain from any comments that would happen. I'm going to recuse myself.
I think this is a very good idea.
And we do have a berth available for them to, a slip?
Would you like me to comment now?
I'm just asking.
Okay, I have three concerns. Number one, this marina we're putting in is gonna have security lock gates and security lock bathrooms, because obviously, the people renting the slips that are paying money have to have a certain level of security. We're not gonna have someone over there every day. So number one is insurance. We would have to have a certificate of insurance, because it is a club or group that is not going to go on our insurance, which is our own insurance. Number two, cleanup. We're not going to have someone there every day cleaning up, because it is going to be a limited use marina, in the sense that it will be for those people that will dock their boat, stay there, and not bring it in and out. It's not going to be an in and out. It's going to be, you buy a slip, it stays there for a year. And three, security. I don't know what the volume of people are going to be coming in and going out. I have concern over that. There's going to be people's boats that spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to dock them there. I I know I'm buying a boat. You don't buy a boat less than $42,000 power boat. And all power boats are going to go over there from this marina to go over there. They're the way it goes. So my concern, I don't have any concern over giving a slip. We'll just adjust, not an issue. Good community, yeah, don't have a problem with that. That's what we do. We spent last year close to $28,000 in community cash to the community. It's just those three things I have an issue of: cleanup, insurance, security. And I have to say that because this is my ethical duty, is to advise you the business portion.
Absolutely.
And this is my business portion. So, doc, no problem. We can absorb, we're gonna sell slips around $750, so we donate $750. Not an issue. Those three things are what I would be concerned, because day to day, I run the port here, so I have been concerned with those three things.
what is your suggestion for the security issue when they're bringing people?
So number one, I need insurance, because in house is a insurance part. Security, how it's gonna work basically is that if you rent a slip, so you would have to do the same for them. You get a code to get into the marina, keypad, and you get in the gate. The reason we have that is it's not like the Oswego Marina, where it's attached to the port, where we have security and cameras overlooking it all the time. And we even have problems over there. Now, my concern is not with them at all. My concern is we have a lot of people here that, as you know, Kitty, put tents up and stuff, is pilferage getting in and out when the doors are open.
Right.
So that's my concern. We'll have our normal, and I don't want to say patrols over there, but if there's a group of people, I don't know what your intent is there. Are you going to have 20, 30 people there, a few people at a time, a couple sales? I'm just trying to put this in my head what you're going to do.
Yeah, if you'd like, I could give you a quick rundown of
Yes,
what
I
the
would appreciate
expected function would be. Typically, when we perform a tri-sailing experience, you're looking at a J24. The boat only can hold 5 people comfortably for an actual active sail. So you're looking at least one yacht club member, presumably a skipper, such as myself, Tom Duran, a couple of other qualified members. We can provide you a list of those individuals who would be performing the excursions. and then anywhere from 3 to 4 participants. I can tell you from my experience over the past 2 years participating in the program, it's usually 1 to 2 participants, typically families or individuals, perhaps friends. The experience is roughly around 2 to 3 hours long, and that's your tri-sailing function. The other function, of course, would be a race night, such as tonight. In fact, the boat will be participating in a race tonight, which I will also be participating in on the other Club 24. That's typically the same number of folk, usually all yacht club members. Also, the boat will only be helmed by the same list of skippers that can be provided as well. And occasionally, if we have a very enthusiastic tri-sailing member, we'll bring one of the public on board.
Okay, I don't have any problem with any of that, the
Yep.
numbers are fine.
Understood.
The only thing I would say is that we would treat whoever in the yacht club uses a slip, if the board decides to do that, like a actual rental, meaning that you'll get to code, but you'll be responsible for the people going
Absolutely.
on site.
I would
Yeah.
accept that.
Yeah,
Sounds-
I mean, that was my only concern, is I thought you said like 30, 40, 50.
Oh, no.
You're filling up the whole place.
Totally,
Okay,
totally
and,
fair.
you know, I mean, even though we're gonna have someone over there cleaning up, I mean, I would expect you to do what everybody
Absolutely.
else, you know, you'll probably be good residents, so,
We would-
and you can provide an insurance certificate.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, those are my questions, I'm satisfied with that.
As long as you,
And then it would be the list of the captains who are.
There would always be someone from that skipper list on board at any time, because without them, the boat's not functional.
You'd like to keep the code protected in that group.
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
And no one else will have that code except for the skippers on the skipper list.
I presume the skippers and possibly our executive committee, the members that are involved with the tri-sailing program, that includes Peg Stone, Amanda Baker, my wife Leslie Rotuno, and myself, and Tom Duran, which he's also, many of those individuals are some of the skippers on.
I would just want that list as narrow
We could-
as possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Well, what I would suggest is you can authorize a slip agreements of what I do, just say the director will work with them to come to an agreement. All I need is like a little list saying, okay, we're providing an insurance certificate. Certain people will be on the list to receive access, and they'll be responsible for the people while they're there. I mean, very simple, I think.
Exactly.
An MOU would be all we need, and it would be fine. The simpler the better.
This is a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, as long as you know they're gonna take care of it, and obviously, you guys have a good feeling that you will be able to take care of this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're very adept at that. We are an all-volunteer club. We do everything at our club, including cleaning the toilets.
Yep, I know.
One other piece of mind, perhaps part of this, we do keep the other 24 and our race committee boat over at Wright's Landing Marina. You could ask them about our record if there's any questions on that.
And we'd love to move into Gogo.
I would, yeah, I mean, there's potential to move them. But
I would move that we authorize the executive director to enter an agreement with the yacht club to provide a slip with donated rental fee, and that the agreement includes a list of those individuals who had access to the security gate, including an insurance binder. And that's all.
I'll second that motion.
Accepted that it's not really required. We'll also negotiate that technology.
You give them all bags with that.
Did your guys
Yeah, but I'm not taking minutes. Tim is,
Okay.
Tom and Diane.
Yeah, but right now you're taking the vote because Frank would be taking some.
I'm gonna
Oh,
try
that's right,
that.
I'm sorry, thank you.
I really do.
Any other
Yeah, sit.
questions? Anybody? All right, all in favor? Aye.
Sorry about that, dude.
Opposed? Abstain?
One.
Okay. Passes.
Thank you all very, very, very much. You have just really made our tri-sailing program a little more feasible. Thank you.
Very much
And-
appreciated. Thank you for your.
Nice to see you.
You too. And just by the way, we would be happy to take any of the board members out for a sail sometime. And burgers and beer on Wednesday nights. I know.
I only get on boats if
Fast
they have
burgers.
engines.
What?
I only get on boats if they have engines,
Oh.
90 horsepower.
Well, they have engines, but it's 5.
Thank you.
I like regular
Okay, so next we're going to
The pepperoni.
annual audit.
If you get one
Power
more.
and company shit, that.
That's right.
Okay, I'd like this is item number 2, and this is motion 06262401. This is the move to executive session to review the 2023-20. We're back in regular session.
Yep.
We're on item number 4, motion 06262403 to approve the minutes of the 05-2024 regular monthly meeting, Exhibit A.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion passes. All right, item number 5, the administrative operational report, Bill.
Make this brief and short. We're about 3 shifts behind on aluminum, but we should be picking up shortly because we're starting to do a lot of loads of aluminum back in Novellis. Reach stacker bids came over what we anticipated. I've gone back to the U.S. Department of Transportation because we're under the VA Act, the Build America and Buy America Act. There's no, the one American air mover was just as shy of $1 million. We only have $720,000 in grant money, so doesn't look good at that. Most peer repairs are ongoing. We had a little issue apparently last week with a rock or obstruction they had to spend extra hours on. I'm having a meeting on Monday when he's here to do the dome walk away on that. I attended the Oswego County Micron Strategy Steering Committee. I'm a member of 2, the Economic Development and the Transportation. It was good. I think we're progressing. I think Micron definitely is going to be a huge stimulus to this area, both for education and for the economy. Zone 4 is ongoing. It should be done on Friday, I'm told. Let's hope it's done on Friday, Pat. And we have a walkthrough scheduled on that and finish it off. Rail grant is attached to your board package. This is on the board over here. The rail grant is to add the 5th rail, which is in rail, and also do something that I guess I can speak now about the law, it's on the contract. Put in a dual rail and truck loading facility, meaning that we can unload trucks and load rail at the same time, doubling our efficiency and our throughput of rail cars. So we're going to have a question on that later. So that we're going to take small bites out of, maybe do that this year. We're adding another 6 spots on the port to increase the number of grain cars we can hold on the grain silo. Novellis, the vice president of Novellis, he's the manager of procurement, was here 2 weeks ago. He visited the plant. He's from Georgia. we sat together and talked about having a closer relationship between Novellis and the port, seeing we're gonna be very needed in the new rail Kentucky to Novellis, supplying of the large ingots that we've been talking about. They're the big slabs, 35,000 pounds. That stimulated a discussion of becoming more integrated in the logistics chain with them. He's a top guy, so I think that is going to go somewhere. Tom and I attended Operators Stewart County's 72nd annual meeting. I wasn't there. You want to say something on that?
Yeah, I think that Austin's board doing a fine job. More active than they've been in the past, and good working relationship with Austin.
We have great working relationship, and we were mentioned, I guess, on the slide today, so yeah. As far as the grain contract, this has been approved by the attorney, we've been back and forth. This has been a long process, and I'll discuss that if you wish when it comes up. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Item number 6 is the administrative financial reports, A primary, B subsidiary.
Yeah, so since the board spent quite a bit of time in executive session meeting with our external auditors, Howard and Company, and we went through quite a bit of financials. I won't necessarily review, but I'm open to any questions on the financial statements contained in Exhibit C under C1 and C2. The financials do reflect the fact that we're slower in shipping than we hope to be at this time, and we're anticipating that the government will be reflected in the financials. If it doesn't, then we will have a deeper conversation, but we can go through a more thorough review next month, and only because you get constrained a little bit. But we can have a more thorough conversation next month. I'll see my time to follow this discussion.
All right, so we have a motion, 0626-2404, to accept May's primary financials and subsidiaries financial reports.
I put that one forward.
You have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
None opposed? Motion passes. Okay, chairman's report, 7. Well, it's good to be back.
Good to have you back.
Welcome. Yep.
Looks like
Welcome.
I mostly brought the good weather, and thanks everybody for carrying on. And
You like Mr. Scott?
so, that's it. In county committee reports, we have executive committee,
None.
audit and finance.
The Audit and Finance Committee met earlier today on Wednesday, June 26th at 3:30. We met primarily for the purposes of reviewing the draft and accepted copy of the financial statements of the Port of Oswego Authority and the fiscal year March 31st, 2024. We reviewed those audited financial statements with the departments who are here, and then subsequently in executive session, the same partners did an abbreviated version of that report with the full board, and commensurate with that, I look to put forward a motion, and have a number to accept the 2023-2024 audited financial statements as presented by our CPO advisors and recommended by the Finance Committee.
That would be, we have motion it would be a motion 06262409, and that's a financial report. And so
So you haven't.
that's coming out of That's the ad hoc ones coming out of them.
Oh, okay, sorry,
It's under
sorry.
It's under new business.
It's under new
Page
business.
2,
Sorry,
the second
sorry.
motion, on the page.
Okay, so, Tom's moving that, we have a second.
I'll
second.
Oh, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I see none. And that motion
Just to know, congratulations to management, particularly the financial records.
And one other thing, this time the job was a lot easier because Debbie
Yes.
does so much communicating with it.
Thanks, Ted.
They report to us in
Governance.
No report, but I do hope that sometime by the end of the summer, we are able to, those on the committee with Bill and Fran, we've gotten copies of the handbook that goes to every employee. There's some things that should be edited or added or subtracted, and I'm not sure about what all those things are, but I would like it done by the end of the summer. So I await maybe Bill or Fran or somebody saying, let's have a meeting on such and such a time, and then I'll inform everybody on the committee, and I'll inform everybody on the board too.
You?
Yeah,
Thanks.
okay.
And Kitty, Planning and Development.
Nothing, no report.
All right. Old business, I see none. Let's move on to item 10, which is new business. And this would be motion 06-262405, to review and approve the New York State Department of Transportation, New York State DOT, for the 2023 Passenger Freight Rail Assistance Program, comptroller contract, DR 39107, project identification 3935.88.301, which the board hereby approves and agrees to first instance of the project funds and adhere to the terms of the agreement, and to authorize the executive director to sign and complete any and all paperwork and administrative of the grant exhibit D. Bill, you want anything to speak on that?
No, this is, I'll refer you to the board over there. This was a grant we put in PFRAP. We got out of it additional 6 spaces on the port here and a whole new track line at the port. We had earlier this year EDA funds. They gave us track 4, this is track 5. In addition, we have a new loading system for the grain silo to double our capacity on that. And I would like to mention this is 95% paid for by the state government. We asked for the, obviously the last one was 100, this is 95 because of construction. I plan on taking this one in small bites so it doesn't take a financial impact out of this. First bite is going to be, of course, the dual loading system, and then probably late this fall, next spring, we'll be contracting for additional rail. And then the middle to end of 2025 is planned that we are to put 2 new rails up there. So this is going to go in conjunction with another bid to reduce the cost, because it costs more money to have one contractor in a time of, if you have a large project, the whole mobilization cost decreases, overall, everything is better.
I've got a question. The auditors told us in a recommendation that the board should document in writing internal controls over federal awards. I think it means federal and state and whatever it was. Have we done that for this award, and are we putting things in place to have internal controls over grants?
Well, number one, the internal controls over state grants are all on the back page.
Yeah, yeah.
And second of all, we work with DOT for that, and it's, what they were spiking on is federal controls over federal money. We are working on it as we speak, as was brought up in their presentation, this is a long, arduous journey for us, right, Debbie? So we're on there, we should have to have a policy by next month, possibly?
Yes.
Yeah, I've done,
Okay.
I've written one, she's gotta go through and edit and add the other items that maybe I wasn't aware of, so. So
Okay.
I would say we're
Thank you.
85% done.
Thanks to both of you.
Okay, we have a motion on the table here for that. Somebody gonna move it?
I move it.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
There's a comment, I think this is very significant grant that we received from the state. Great job on
It's huge.
getting it done.
It's huge.
I know that one of our customers is looking for this expansion of the grain silo, which includes this ground supply.
Did we do a press release on that?
We don't have to.
We haven't done it.
We haven't voted on it yet, but we voted to a press
I see we have, okay, who moved it? Tom, did you?
No, it was,
John and I seconded it.
Okay, and it's, so it's been, so it's passed.
Passed.
Okay.
well, yes, we already, passed it, and then I made comment.
Right, I just, I gotta remember where I'm. when I'm
Pass it
at.
twice, I don't want the hell.
Okay,
Sure we do it.
sure we do it, that's all right. I had crossed it off, so I wanted to make sure. Next, we have,
Do you want to be using the name, or we just want to say new customer?
yeah.
We can say it now because it's on, this actually,
Basically,
Yep.
it's there.
basically,
Yep.
I've been given notice that really on any of our customers, and any of their products, we shouldn't be mentioning any names. And that's because it does have an effect on their business and competitors. And if we're gonna do a press release at all, that press releases should be run through their HR department for approval before we release anything mentioning any names of the customers that we have. And I think that's probably a smart thing for us to do in lieu of what we're dealing with now and how this business is growing with this, and even as we're going forward as a board, really not even mentioning any of our customers' name, because it's all their private business,
Well, we will mention who we're getting an agreement with here.
Yeah, but that's
we're not-
different. That's
Yeah, we're not
different.
gonna disclose rates
Yeah.
or any of that stuff because that's company confidential.
Yeah.
So, okay, motion 262406 to accept.
We did
the-
that for a seven.
We already did that, didn't
I thought we did
Do
that
it
already.
twice, well, okay.
we?
It was Tom's second time. I'm gonna do it a third.
After that, yeah, I guess we did, so that one is, that's gonna change my number.
Yeah, I think you were at 24.
You used the correct number for Tom's motion.
I used 09, yeah. But
It
was
it should be
06.
written down at that end of the table.
Should be 06.
Yeah, it changes
Tom
from
should be
09 to
06, not 09.
Right, Tom's
Yeah.
06.
Yeah.
06, now we have, I gotta see, did we do this one?
Yes.
No.
Review and approve the contract with the DeLong Company,
There you
and
There it goes.
to authorize the executive director to sign and complete any and all paperwork and to administer the contract. This is another big one.
Yeah, it's very big. Providing me the opportunity to meet with representatives of the company, a fantastic company, and the largest exporter of grain products in the United States, containerized grain products. The utilization of our agricultural facility, the enhancements that have come through the rail agreement that we just discussed is a tremendous business opportunity. So I'd like to put a motion forward to accept and authorize the executive director to incorporated in Exhibit D.
Well, nice job, you guys.
Yeah,
And
both
you
of you.
spent some time on the road, Tom and Bill.
Yeah, I'll
and-
second it.
and talking that, so you got a second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Motion
No,
carries.
Additional questions that Stan has.
Stan
time
seconded.
for executive session.
And like Tom said, this is a family-owned business, fifth generation. To them, it's all personal, as far as the business portion. So, I compliment Tom, when we went to Milwaukee, we showed that we were serious about developing a relationship. We flew out there, we met with them, they flew out here, met with us. So really, the contract was just making sure our I's are dotted. We've done the analysis on the numbers, and they felt comfortable with it, we felt comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna be a fantastic partner in the coming years, because look what they've done for Milwaukee. They built,
Yeah.
I think they've got like over $30 million in Milwaukee right now, they put in to create a facility, so.
They're very nice.
Was this the company you had the issue with about the apple pie?
I'm gonna give all the credit of this contract to my wife and her apple pie. Not
There you go.
anything to do with me or Tom, it was all my wife's apple pie.
Okay, there you go.
So let the record state.
All right, nice job. Now, we have one more, and that was the Oswego Yacht Club.
No,
We
we
already
already
did
did.
We did that.
Could we have a
We did it.
motion on?
That's the
Yeah,
one,
we
yeah.
did.
That's
Oh, wait.
That's when they change your number.
Is it 06/26/2408?
I'm meeting with them to create an MOU and.
Yeah,
get
with a
us-
list of their insurance and, yeah. All right, then, okay, this is the most fun one here.
This is mine.
All right, so this is not, I believe this might be motion 06262409,
You hear it?
and this is to adjourn the regular monthly meeting.
So,
Waiting for somebody.
She was waiting.
A second.
She claimed it.
John, you want to stay all night here?
What?
Second.
The second, John.
Second.
All in favor?